So I wanted to just say a little bit more about the whole experience of pleasant, unpleasant when it reaches higher dimensions, you know? And a lot of times I have to say I don't get a lot of them here, but in sitting, but one of the pieces, you know, there's so many different states which are kind of mixed with the mind, as in senses, mind, heart, of emotional states that come along. And they're all difficult, you know, because it's either pulling you or pushing you somehow. But one of the beauties here is, first of all, they always are registered in the body, you know. So just to know, you know, just to go and you notice that there's some kind of contraction or feeling that's there, and that there's some heightening, and sometimes it distorts our thinking on some level. And we have the cognitively, we have the ability to recognize. And so sometimes they say, oh, I'm just sad, you know? And sad doesn't even sometimes have to be a particular, there has not a reason behind it. It's just, you know, a nature, or, you know, I don't know, you know? But it comes along, and the capacity to kind of feel where it is in the body, what's going on, and then to actually be able to recognize it and note it for what it is. And here, it may be sometimes subtler here, sometimes maybe not so subtle. But that capacity to feel where it is and to actually be able to cognize in some sense of recognition, that can be really helpful in the supermarket, you know, when we're out there and something goes through our mind, or some contraction or feeling, and then that kind of begins kind of an unfolding there, which actually many times can distort our judgment or our view of things. So it's a good place to kind of, what is it? This is really just studying ourselves, you know, studying our feelings, studying our thoughts, studying our bodies, and being able to ultimately, this is all about choice. You know, because we are conditioned creatures. We're habitual. And so the idea here is that because we become sensitive and aware and awake to what it is that's appearing and disappearing, that we begin to have choice, you know. And that is the fundamental. It's not that you're always going to choose right. I notice that myself. I don't always choose the wisest thing, you know. Well, maybe I'll try that again. You know, it's sort of like sticking your hand in the fire and it burns, and you pull it out and you go, oh, well, maybe it won't be the same next time you stick your hand back in the fire. It's still burned. Boy, we're simple creatures.